Alright, what is going on today, guys? When we were cleaning out the old house, going through boxes and stuff, I just so happened to stumble across this old newspaper for Pine Belt Oldsmobile. And this is from, what's the year? 1986, right there. And it's showing all the new, 1987, like, Oldsmobiles and stuff in here. And, I don't know, I thought it was funny, like, what prices of cars were back then for, what you got. Like, what kind of cars you're getting for the price. Now, I found the color Ciera, which is, as you can tell, we're currently sitting in right now. I'm sitting in the Oldsmobile. I didn't realize how much more the wagons were compared to just a regular sedan. These are actually a lot more money. I was quite surprised. But there's some cars I never even heard of. Like this, the Oldsmobile Fiorenza. Yeah, I guess it's Fiorenza. I don't know. Never even heard of it, never seen one. Don't know that car even existed. But I thought that was an interesting car. It's actually kind of cheap as well, but whatever. The point of this video is kind of to see, like, inflation of, how much cars have, I guess if you really think about it, the prices really haven't gone up dramatically more. Because I calculated what $12,000 was. Maybe I should have done 13 because I did 12,000 to 12,600. But when you do $12,000 in 1987 compared to today, it comes out to $26,000. Which, today, $26,000, you get a car that's definitely a little bit more luxurious than this. This wasn't even really that luxurious, to be honest with you. It had a few luxury options, like came stock with water on the inside. It's been raining, so I have a leak somewhere, as you can tell. I think it comes somewhere in the storage jam. Yeah, you can see the water right there. It's coming in right here. So I'll eventually take care of that. But besides that, this car wasn't really that, luxurious in 1992. Now, granted, this also is in 87. These are different years, and they did other stuff as the years went on. That's a Brahms, a little bit more luxurious. But I can't imagine the price being too much more inflated. Only 6 years. You know what I mean? Or 5 years. So, pretty much you may actually. I think if I remember correctly, these cars brand new were like 14,000 in 92, or like 15. So they went up a little bit. But like I said, it's not really. You didn't really get that much luxury stuff for, the 90s, and they certainly aren't bad cars. These cars were actually pretty reliable. They are pretty reliable. They were, pretty popular cars back in the day. They sold a lot of the A-bodies. You don't really see a lot of them anymore. I see the two you mainly see now are the Buick Centuries and the Oldsmobile, Ciera. You don't really see the celebrities anymore. I haven't seen one of those I saw maybe a few months ago, but that thing was shot. The Pontiac 6000, forget about it. I haven't seen a Pontiac 6000 and it's been years. But, as you can see, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting, coming across that and seeing, like, the different prices of, like, what a car from 1987 is compared to a car of, today, kind of what the prices are. And like I said, there's really not that many luxury options in here. Power windows, power locks. That's it. It had an AM, FM cassette. I'm pretty sure they all came with that. I don't think you can get, like, a radio delete option. You may have just been able to get, like, an AM radio without a cassette. I don't really know. I don't think CD was out in 92. No, CDs weren't out. I think the CDs were, like, early 2000s, if I remember. But, yeah, it's kind of funny, because you look at that over there. The Buick once again. And I think that car is in the 30s. And that car is, like, loaded to the brim. A lot more features than, this car would ever dream of. But back in the day, this car was around, fully loaded, probably around, 25,000 or something like that. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit less, like 22,000. So, I guess the prices have gone up a little bit, but considering the lot more features you get now, compared to something just so bare bones as this. You know, I don't know, I think it's kind of funny, to be honest with you. But, yeah, if you look at some of the other cars on here, you'll kind of compare. Like, if you look, here's a Celebrity, 11,000. So the Celebrity, well, at least in this format, 4-cylinder. This, even though the Ciera is cheaper, this has a 6-cylinder, but this is the Brougham. This is like the much nicer one. I don't know. This is just a basic Celebrity. So it looks like this Celebrity, 4-cylinder. I think this is about the same level as this, and if you look, I mean, they're almost the same price. The Oldsmobile is actually a little bit more expensive, which it should have been because it was Chevy, Oldsmobile, and then, you know, Buick. Buick was kind of like the, you know, the most luxurious one. But then if you look, you got this thing, a Sprint hatchback, which I'm almost certain is Dodge. I could have swore the Sprint was Dodge, but, you know, $6,500 back in the day for that piece of junk. You got a Camaro here. Is this an 8-cylinder? No, it's got the V6. You know, 12 grand you can get a V6 Camaro for. We're gonna get a V6 Camaro for now. Let's see what that. Let's convert that. Let's see. Actually, we already did. Yeah, we already actually did convert it. 12,000, I believe, was 22,000 in today's money. Here, let me do it again. Here we go. 26,000. I'm sorry. So $26,000 you could have bought a V6 Camaro, and that's pretty much what you can buy a V6 Camaro for now. Actually, I think in fact you can actually buy it cheaper than that. I think you can get them for like 24. I don't know how much they go for. I think you can get them for around $26,000, maybe a little bit cheaper, depending on what options you get. Like a just basic bare bones, I think it's like 25 or 24. So a Camaro back in the day was actually more money than, you know, a new Camaro, which is kind of funny. You get a Caprice Classic, which I love those cars. Those are nice cars. Once again, this has the V6, doesn't have the V8. This one's kind of has some options. Not really too much going on with that, but, you know, that was a more luxurious car back in the day. That's a pretty decent price for that. You got the Tornado, which is like, I can't believe how much these are going for. It says list price is $22,000. I don't know they even went for that much. But that was a real expensive car back in the day. I never even realized. It's a shame they don't really hold their value at all now. Now they're like worthless. But I don't know. I thought it was a funny little kind of comparison here between, you know, the prices of old cars and new cars. You know, I know back in the day you could get an old, you know, old muscle car, like a, you know, a Cuda with like a 440, you know, 6-pack. You could pick one of those up for like, you know, $4 grand, brand new. And then, you know, after like 10 years after they were used, you know, there's people buying those things for $500, $700, whatever. And, I mean, just look how much they've gone up in value. I'm not saying this will ever go up in value. These are like, you know, this is like a throwaway car. To me, it's not, but to people, this is a throwaway car. But, yeah, just the prices of cars have, I guess you really think about it, they haven't really changed that much. It's just inflation, that's why prices go up. It's not necessarily because the car is more expensive, it's just because it's just the nature of the game with inflation, you know. But, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't really have too much else to say. I don't know, I came across this old newspaper. I figured I'd make a quick little video on it. I thought it was pretty cool to see, like, the prices of 1980s, you know, Oldsmobiles. Too bad I don't have one from 92. Like I said, if I remember, I think like a price 92 Oldsmobile was like 14,000, 15,000. So, alright, well that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.